So hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'll start with cash flow statement of class 12. I'll solve the questions of TS Grewal. Okay, now start with question number 17. What questions number 17 says? Sunrise Limited reported net profit after tax for the year ended 31st March 23. Relevant extract of the balance sheet as given below. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे दे रखा है इन्वेंट्रीज, फिर दे रखा ट्रेड रिसीवेबल, फिर दे रखा प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस, फिर दे रखा ट्रेड पेबल, फिर दे रखा प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स. करेक्ट. अब यहाँ पे आगे दे रखा डेप्रिसिएशन चार्ज ऑन प्लांट एंड मशीनरी. ओके, फिर दे रखा इंश्योरेंस क्लेम 50,000, फिर गेन ऑन सेल ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट 20,000. ठीक है, दीज आर अपेयर्ड इन द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस. ठीक है, नाउ कैलकुलेट कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी. तो what we have to calculate in this questions: cash flow from operating activity. Cash flow from operating activity. Correct. These are the one of the easy chapter of class 12. Okay. Now check. आपको प्रॉफिट what प्रॉफिट हैज बीन गिवन इन क्वेश्चंस. प्रॉफिट क्या दे रखा है? नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स दे रखा है. तो नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स, यहाँ पे नेट प्रॉफिट, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल राइट नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स. नाउ नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स 6,40,000, बट वी हैव टू calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary item. Okay, so what are the elements included in this? First of all, add the item. What? So total item add. First, dividend. These are final dividend. Dividend कौन सा होना चाहिए? फाइनल या फिर proposed. Okay, now second one is transfer to reserves. No, second one is interim dividend. Okay, now next one is transfer to reserves. Now next one is extraordinary items debited in P&L. What does it means? That means extraordinary expenses. Okay, these are the four items which are required to be added in net profit after tax to derive net profit before tax and ordinary items. Correct. Now next, one item more, that is provision for tax. What? Provision for tax for current period. Okay, current period. Now less number one item, refund of income tax. Now next item will be extraordinary प्रॉफिट या फिर एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी items credited to P&L, credited to statement of P&L. Correct. These are the items which are to be adjusted to calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Correct. Now let's check what are the items given in the questions. Let's see. First of all, given a net profit after tax 6,40,000. Correct. Now check in this paragraph, depreciation is non-cash item. Treatment of this non-cash item after net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Correct. First of all, calculate net profit before tax. Now check insurance claim receipt. These are extraordinary items. These are extraordinary items, and these are income. These are income. So income, extraordinary item, income. So therefore less. How much? 50,000. Less how much? 50,000. Now refund of income tax, nothing has given. Now check gain on sale of investment. Gain on sale of investment, these are non-operating items. Hence these items shall be treated after net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Correct? Now check provision for tax. Yes, check provision for tax. Provision for tax for current year. Correct? Provision for tax for current period. What amount shall be given in the questions? That is 20,000. That is 20,000. Now write 20,000, add back. Any items more has been given in the questions? I think so. Nothing left. Now add or less. We got 6,70,000. Correct? 6,70,000. Sorry. Now we get total 30,000. 6,10,000. Correct? 6,10,000. This we call net profit before tax and extraordinary item. Okay, now adjustment karo. Now adjustment of what? Adjustment of non-cash item and non-operating item. Okay, now let us check. Non-cash item depreciation, and non-operating item gain on sale of investment. Now depreciation shall be added back because it reduces the profit. So added back non-cash item, that is depreciation. How much amount given in the questions? 55,000. Okay, now less. Why less? Because gain is a non-operating item and it increases the profit, so it shall be less from net profit because it is investing item. So less क्या करना? Less gain on sale of investment. How much amount given in the questions? How much amount given in the questions? Just 50,000 has been given. Now 50,000 shall be deduct from net profit before tax and extraordinary item. We get how much? We get 55 less 50,000, 5,000, that is 6,15,000. 6,15,000. Okay, how much we get? 6,15,000. Is it correct or not? 6,15,000? No. Let us check. Sorry. Gain on sale of investment given 20,000. Gain on sale of investment given 20,000. Gain on sale of investment given 20,000. Gain on sale of investment given only just 20,000. Sorry, my mistake. Now calculate again. Don't use calculators, please. Don't use calculator. 20,000. Now 6,10,000 plus 55,000, that is 6,65,000 minus 60,000, that will be 6,45,000. 6,45,000, correct? 6,45,000. Okay, now these These amount we call operating profit before working capital changes. Okay. Now next we have to adjust. Now next adjust of what? Adjustment of changes in current assets and current liabilities. Correct. Now add back increase in current liabilities slash decrease in current assets. Okay. Now less decrease in current liabilities and increase in current assets. Correct. Now let's check items given in the questions. Now inventory value in 31st March 2022 shall be given 1,25,000. Now it becomes in 2023 1,15,000. How much difference? 10,000. This amount reduced by 10,000. Okay, this amount reduced by 10,000. Now check. First of all, check the nature of the item. Inventory, and inventory is the current assets. If current assets decreased, then it shall be added back. Why? Because current assets, some part of the inventory are sold. Okay, and after selling, we have received cash inflow through entity. Okay, therefore we shall added back what? Decrease in inventory. Okay, decrease in inventories. Okay, how much items shall be given in the questions? It shall be 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Now next trade receivable. In 2022 amount shall be given 1,10,000. Now it becomes 1,50,000, and 40,000 increment of 40,000 trade receivable. When current assets increase, it shall be less. So increase in trade receivable. How much amount? Trade receivable 40,000. How much amount? 40,000. Correct. Now next prepaid expenses is also a current assets. Now check. In 2022 amount shall be 6,000. Now it becomes for 20,000. So how much increment? 14,000. Increase in current assets, increase in prepaid expenses, 14,000. Correct. Now next trade payable is the current liabilities. Now in 2022 amount shall given 80,000. Now it becomes 1,10,000. That means increase in current liabilities by 30,000. Increase in current liability by 30,000. Okay, increase in current liabilities by 30,000. Now this amount 40,000 right here, this amount 54,000 right here. Correct. Now adjust this amount we got. Now adjust 6,45,000, add 40,000, that will be 6,85,000. 6,31,000. 6,31,000. Correct. 6,31,000. Yes, correct. Now this amount is called operating profit after working capital changes. Okay, now less income tax paid. Now less income tax paid. How much income tax paid? How much given income tax paid? या फिर provision for tax, या फिर provision for tax. Provision for tax given current year. Check current year income tax paid. Current year 20,000. Now previous year 15,000. Here the concept of income tax you have to understand. Provision for income tax. We shall write not this. We shall write income tax paid. Income tax paid. How much amount? 15,000. Correct. How much amount? 15,000. Reason behind that, suppose today date is 7th November 2025. Okay, now so this is the financial year of 25-26. So when we pay tax of financial year 25-26, we have to paid on 31st July. Correct. We have to pay on 31st July 26. Okay, so if we solve the questions of financial year, 22-23, if you solve the questions of financial year 22-23, then the provisions shall be made in previous year for the period of 22-23 itself. So therefore we shall take the amount of 15,000 when less from operating profit before working capital changes. Okay, now it becomes 6,16,000. Correct. 6,16,000. Now less, add back extraordinary items. One item has been given, that is insurance claim received. It is a gain. Insurance claim received. It is a gain. How much amount given in the questions? How much amount? It's 50,000, I think so. 50,000. Correct. 50,000 amount has been given in the questions. Now add back. So we get the amount of 6,66,000. Correct. This amount we known as cash generated from operating activity. Then these are the simple questions. Okay.